Welcome to class. Today we're going to be doing a slow Vinyasa flow. It's about 45 minutes, so what you'll need is a mat, maybe blocks if you have them, and that's it. So I'll meet you on the mat. Let's get started in tabletop position on your mat. So hands and knees. Take the hands right under the shoulders, knees under the hips. As you inhale, arch through the back, roll the toes down with the chin, point the tailbone out towards the ceiling. And then exhale, do the opposite. Round through the spine, touch chin to chest, and press the ground away from you with the hands. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Keep moving back and forth through your cat-cow. Make sure you're moving with your breath. And if it feels good, you can add circles or side-to-side movements with the hips. Just kind of move intuitively, however the body feels like it needs. Nice. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Bring some heat into the back of the throat. Almost like you're trying to fog up a mirror, but with your mouth closed. So if it sounds a little bit like an ocean, that's okay. That's a good thing. This is our Ujjayi breath. We're going to keep this breath pattern through our whole practice today. Take one last round, cat-cow. Bring the spine to neutral. We're going to come into a forward fold from here. So you can just either step to the front of your mat, or you can tuck the toes, hop up into your down dog, and step forward. So we all meet here in our Uttanasana forward fold. You can rock your weight forward and back on your feet. Just notice how that makes a difference in our stretch. Try to let the upper body hang nice and heavy. You can either let the arms just hang down, or you can grab onto the opposite elbows. Maybe nod the head yes and no. Or sway side to side. Just let the spine release. Then from here, take a pretty deep bend into your knees, almost like you're trying to touch your rib cage with your thighs. Maybe you can. And then as we straighten the legs, slow down up to stand, one vertebrae at a time. The head being the very last thing to come up. Take a pause here in your mountain pose. Roll the shoulders down and back. Spread the fingers wide, palms face forward. Feet are hips distance apart, and we're evenly spreading our weight between all four corners of both feet. Stack the hips over the heels, and the shoulders over the hips. Gently raise the belly, the belly button to spine. On your next inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward, back to that Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. You can bring the hands to your shins. If you have blocks, you can bring the hands to blocks. Or fingertips to the mat, but lengthen through the spine, reach the heart forward. And then exhale, fold all the way down. Plant the hands on the mat, step the feet back, plank. Stack the shoulders over the wrists. And from here, you can lower the knees or keep the knees lifted, lower down to the mat, nice and slow, chaturanga. Make sure the elbows are staying close to the body as we lower down. Inhale, lift up the chest, roll the shoulders back into cobra. Our legs are still on the mat. Roll the shoulders down and back. We have a little bend in the elbows. Think about reaching the heart forward and up. Elbows are still squeezing in. Then exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Our first down dog of our practice, unless you went to down dog to get to our forward fold earlier. Lift the hips high. Root down through all 10 fingertips. Keep a little bit of space between the shoulders and the ears. And imagine you're trying to bring your heart towards your thighs. And we're actively pressing the ground away from us with the hands and trying our best to sink the heels to the mat. Look between the hands, step the feet to the front of the mat, come back into your forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up to stand, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center, relax the shoulders down. We'll pause here for a breath. We're going to do one more Surya A, just to warm up the body. Inhale, scoop the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, take the hands to the mat, step or hop the feet back, plank, and move through your Vinyasa. So your Vinyasa is your chaturanga. You can take cobra or upward dog, and then your downward dog. Look between the hands, step or hop to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale all the way up to stand, reach high. This time as we exhale, we're just going to float right back down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take the hands to the mat, step or hop the feet back, move through your Vinyasa. Make sure the shoulders are staying away from the ears, the elbows are staying close to the torso. Take a couple of breaths here in your down dog. Lift the hips, lengthen through the whole entire body. From here, we're going to hop our feet forward, but they're going to land on the outside of the hands. So on the outside edges of the mat, we're going to go into our Malasana from there. So look between the hands. Inhale, lift up the knees. Yeah. So look between the hands. Inhale, lift the heels. Bend the knees. And then hop the feet forward, landing in Malasana Yogi Squat. Our feet are wider than hips distance apart. Lengthen through the spine, hands are out of arms. Think about pressing into the outer edges of your feet so we're not rolling in on the ankles. So if we took our elbows off, our legs should stay where they are. The legs are active. Keep holding here. One more breath. Then as you inhale, stand all the way up, extend the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, sink right back down at Malasana Yogi Squat. Inhale all the way up to stand, press down to the feet. Exhale, Malasana Yogi Squat. One more breath like that. Inhale, rise to stand. And exhale, sink all the way down. Malasana, hold here. away from the ears. Soften the face. Then take the hands to the mat. You can step or hop your feet back to plank. And again, move through your vinyasa, your chaturanga, your heart opener, your downward facing dog. This time from our downward dog, as you inhale, lift up the left leg. Flex the left foot and point the toes down towards the ground so we're keeping our hip in the neutral position. Notice that the right heel is popping up. Notice that the right heel is popping up off the mat. See if you can sink it back down. Shoulders are still square to the front of the mat. Next exhale, hug that left knee to the chest as we rock forward. Stack shoulders over the wrists. And then lower the foot between the hands. Reach the arms up, come into a high lunge or crescent lunge. Hips are square to the front of the mat. Relax the shoulders from the ears. Try to see if you can stack the left knee over the ankle and lift up your right heel so it is stacked over the toes. One more inhale. And on your exhale, lower the right heel down to the mat and let the hips open towards the long edge of your mat. When we look at our feet, make sure the front heel is in line with either your back heel or back foot. And when you look down at your left foot, you can see at least your first two toes. Warrior two. Here in our warrior two, lengthen through the arms, reach them wide. Bend into that front knee, see if you can go a little deeper. As you inhale, reverse warrior. Reach the left arm forward and then up and over towards the back of your mat. The right hand can either slide down the right leg or you can take that arm behind the back. Keep bending into the left knee. Hold here one more inhale. And on our exhale, straighten the left leg. Turn the right heel in. And bend into the right knee, sink the hips down and back. Skandasana with our right knee bent. So like our Malasana we did earlier, our yogi squat, we're still in that, but we just have one leg extended out. So we're still pressing into the outer edge of the right foot. Make sure we don't cave in on the ankle. And then flex your left foot, point the toes up towards the ceiling. And if you are tight in the hips, if it looks like this, that's okay. The hips don't have to be all the way down. They can be right here. Or maybe they feel the right foot is popping up as you sink the hips down. That's okay too. Just as you breathe here, try to sink the heel towards the ground. Nice tall spine. Now stay low. We're going to switch to Skandasana on the other side. You can keep hands at the heart or take fingertips to the mat. Bend into the left knee and straighten the right leg. Flex the right foot. Same thing, just on the other side now. We have our left knee bent. We're pressing into the outer edge of the left foot. Right toes are pointed up towards the ceiling. And we're going to switch back to that first side one more time. Bend into the right knee, straighten the left. And then from here, let's go back to our warrior two. So straighten the right leg, bend into the left knee, arms wide. Take a breath here. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm goes up and over. And then exhale, our legs are going to stay the same, but take the left elbow to the left thigh. Right arm extends up to the ceiling. Extended side angle. If you want, you can take the left fingertips down to the inside of the left foot or onto a block. Make sure the shoulders are not scrunching up to the ears. Now, from our extended side angle, we're going to go into half moon. So, if you have a block, maybe grab it. If you don't have a block, that's okay. You could use a book. You could use anything really, or nothing at all. So, we're here, extended side angle. Reach the left hand forward so it's in front of the left foot. You can take our right hand to our hips for now. Start to shift all of your weight into the left foot and lift up the right leg. Half moon. So hips are still in the open position. Think about stacking the right hip over the left, right shoulder over the left shoulder. Your left hand, again, can either be on the block, or you can do the same thing just with fingertips on the mat. Or if you have anything else around, you can put your hand on. Look right. Stack the shoulders. And slowly bend into the left knee. Lower the right foot down, come back into your warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, left arm goes up and over. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Step the left foot back and move through your vinyasa. We all land in our downward facing dog. Hold here. As you inhale, lift up the right leg. Just like the first side, flex that foot, point the toes down towards the ground. Root down through the hands and try to sweep the left heel towards the mat. Right leg lifts a little higher. One more inhale. Exhale, bring the right knee to the chest as you rock forward to plank. And from here, lower the right foot between the hands. Reach the arms up. High lunge or crescent lunge. Hips are square to the front of the mat. Bend into the right knee. Lift up the left heel. Relax the shoulders down. Gently engage the belly. You think about pulling belly button to spine or low ribs. Tuck towards the hips. Check in on the breath. See if it needs to be lengthened. And back to your ujjayi. On your next exhale, lower the left heel down, open the hips towards the long edge of the inhale out. So warrior two, now with our right knee in front. Check the alignment of your feet. Make sure it's front heel to back heel or front heel to back arch. Then we're pressing our right knee towards the right edge of the mat. So we can see our first toes if we look down at that foot. Stack the shoulders right over the hips. Extend through the arms, hold. On your next inhale, reverse warrior. So now the right arm reaches forward and then up and over towards the back of the mat. The left arm can either slide down the leg or go behind the back. Keep bending into the right knee, hold. Lengthen to the right side of the torso. And then as you inhale, come out of reverse warrior. Straighten the right leg, lift up the right heel. Left heel turns in, bend into the left knee. Sink the hips down and back, step out from that. Maybe you stop here. Fingertips be on the mat if you got blocks. Maybe you go down and the heel pops up. That's okay. Stay right here or lift and practice lowering that heel. If you can, sink the hips all the way down, press into the outer edge of the left foot, flex the right foot. Lower the shoulders away from the ears. Keep breathing deeply. Staying low, let's switch to Skandasana on the other side. Bend into the right knee, straighten the left. And then let's go back over to the first side. Bend into the left knee, straighten the right leg. Now we're going to go back to warrior two. So straighten the left leg, bend into the right knee, arms wide. Inhale, reverse warrior, right arm goes up and over. And exhale, extended side angle. So either right elbow to the right thigh, left arm extends, or you can drop the left fingertips down to the inside of the foot. If you have a block, you can add one here. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Try not to dump too much weight into the right hand. Our legs are doing majority of the work here. Then this is where we're going to shift into our half moon. Take the left hand to the hip. Slide the right hand forward, bring it in front of the right foot. Start to shift your weight into the right foot and lift up the left leg. Flex the left foot so the inside edge of that foot is pointed towards the ground. Left arm can extend, or it can stay on the hip. Stack the shoulders one over the other, same with the hips. Keep on lengthening, hold. Then slowly start to bend into the right knee, lower the left foot down, warrior two. One more time, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Step back and move through your Vinyasa. Chaturanga, lift up the heart. Downward facing dog. On your next inhale from down dog, lift up the left leg. Exhale, step the foot between the hands and lower the right heel to the mat as if you're going into warrior two. And we're going to straighten our left leg, open the hips towards the long edge of the mat, press the hips towards the back of the mat, lengthening through the left hamstring. Right arm extends. Trikonasana, triangle pose. You can have the left hand on your shin or take that hand to your block. Lengthen through both sides of the torso, not just the top. And be mindful of the shoulders. Sometimes the bottom one likes to try to sneak up. Lower it down, lengthen through the left. Breathe here. On your next inhale, we're going to lift up to center. Turn the toes towards the long edge of your mat. Reach the arms high. Exhale, turn the right toes towards the short edge of the mat. So triangle on the other side facing the back of your mat. Press the hips towards the front of your mat. And tilt down. Shoulders drop from the ears. Lengthen through both sides of the torso. Move down through the left foot. Move down both. Next inhale, we're going to come back up to that star position. Straighten both legs, so reach the arms up. And exhale, turn to the front of the mat with both of your knees. We can hop our right foot in a little bit, shortening the distance between our feet. Hips are square to the front of the mat. Both legs are straight and the feet are rooted down. Start to lean forward, keep that reach through the torso. Low legs are still pushing towards the hips, belly button to spine. And stop here once you have that tabletop with our back. Take your hands to blocks or to the left shin. And lengthen through the spine like you're trying to reach your heart in front of your toes. Make sure the hips are square. Think about sliding the right hip forward just a little bit, so keeping with the left. When we do that, we'll have to engage a lot more muscles in the legs, and that is what we want. So keep active here, lengthening, root down to the feet. And as you exhale, fold into your pyramid. You can bend into the left knee a little bit. If you're using blocks, you can go ahead and set them by your right foot. And from here, lengthen through the spine a little bit and just walk the hands to the right. Keep on going until you're facing the back of your mat for pyramid on the other side. Lengthen through the spine, lift halfway. Take your hands to your blocks or to the right shin. And now we're sliding our left hip bone forward just a little bit so it's even with the right. Tuck the chin just like we need to lengthen through the back of the neck. Shoulders away from the ears. Remember, reach the chest like you're trying to bring it over the toes. On your next exhale, fold into the right leg. Keep your hands on your blocks. Let the head hang heavy. You can bend a little bit into the right knee. Then we'll take our hands down, loosen the spine just a little bit. And again, walk the hands to the other side. So now we're walking to the left. And we're going to keep on going until we are facing the front of the mat. And then step the right foot forward to meet the left. Fold forward. Upper body's nice and heavy. The arms can hang down, or you can grab onto opposite elbows. Notice how this forward fold feels now compared to the first one we did. How are the hamstrings? Are they more open? Are you more aware? Check in on the breath. See if you need to slow it down or come back to your ujjayi breathing. Next, inhale, lengthen the spine, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to stand. Reach the arms out and out. Exhale, fold right back down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands, step the feet back, move through one more vinyasa. Your chaturanga, you always have the option to drop the knees, lift up the chest, and then press the hips to the heels, take the knees wide, arms stretch forward for child's pose. Rest the forehead down on the mat and see if you can inch the hands a little bit further in front of you. Broaden across the upper back. And just soften the breath again. Start to walk the hands in towards the knees. Bring yourself up to seated and then flip around. We're going to lay down onto the mat. So lay onto your back. Bend the knees. Plant the feet. Hips distance apart from each other. Lower the arms down by your sides and bring the shoulder blades down away from the ears before you rest all the way down. Take a breath here. Let the upper back sink into the mat. Let the hips sink down. Start to soften through the belly a little. And on the next inhale, root down to the feet, lift the hips up. Exhale, slowly lower the hips down. Inhale, peel the spine off the mat, lift the hips. Exhale, slowly lower down. One more time, just like that, with your breath. As you inhale, hips lift. And as you exhale, lower down. And then as you inhale, extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. Flex the foot like you're trying to press your heel to touch the sky. Root down through the left foot. Inhale, lift up the hips. Single leg bridge. Through the exhale, slowly lower the hips down and cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Figure four. Press the right knee forward with your right hand, or you can hug the legs in towards the chest, lifting the left foot off the mat. Wrap the arms either around the left shin or behind the left thigh. Let the shoulders relax down. If it feels good, you can sway side to side a little bit here with the legs. Breathe deep and release the right hip. You may feel this also in the right inner thigh, maybe the low back. Take one last breath here on this side. And then if it's not already there, lower the left foot to the ground and uncross the right leg. Take a breath here. Notice how the left side feels compared to the right. And then as you inhale, extend the left leg up towards the ceiling. Flex the foot, press the heel up. Root the right foot down and lift up the hips. Single leg bridge. Remember to breathe here. Pull belly button to spine. And then lower down nice and slow as you exhale. And cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Figure four, other side. So press the left knee forward with the left hand, or again, you can hand the right knee. Taking the right foot off the mat. Hands a bit around the right shin behind the thigh. The first side, if it feels good, you can kind of rock side to side here with the legs. Let the hips feel heavy. Let the shoulders relax. Then lower the right foot to the mat if it's not already there, and uncross the left leg. Laying on your back, just tick-tock the knees side to side, drop the both over to the left, and then both over to the right. The arms can be wherever it is most comfortable. Just rock the legs side to side a few more times. Let the legs drop heavy as they go to the side. Make sure you even yourself out, and then bring the legs back up to center. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees drop towards the ground for reclined butterfly. So the outer edges of the feet are resting on the mat. You can take blocks under the thighs here too if you want a little more support. And you can use whichever side of the block you want, depending on how tight your hips are. Take left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly as we rest here. Feel the belly rise and fall as you breathe. Check in on your ujjayi breathing. See if you can deepen the breath just a little bit more. Take one last breath. And then begin to heel to the feet away from one another, lifting the knees to center. Then we're going to cross the left thigh over the right thigh, kind of like you would if you were sitting in a chair. Or like an eagle leg, sort of. And then drop the legs to the right side. Extend the left arm straight out in line with the shoulder, or you can bend the left elbow into the cactus shape. But try to keep the left shoulder resting on the mat. This is another place you can add a block under the knees for support. Just let the legs hang heavy here. Release the outer hip. Breathe into that twist. On your next inhale, bring the legs up to center. Uncross them. And then other side, cross right over left. And let the legs drop to the left side. Right arm extends now. You can bend the right elbow. Maybe add a block for support under the legs. And then rest here. Try to release all the muscles here. We're not really putting in any effort. Now's the time we get to surrender. Next inhale, bring the legs back up to center and uncross. Hug both knees in towards your chest. Wrap the arms around the shins and rock side to side. Or you can circle the knees, gently massaging the low back against the mat. If you do circles, make sure you go both directions. Just even yourself out. Next inhale, hug the knees into the chest. Squeeze them in as tight as you can. Maybe even lift the forehead. And exhale, release everything down onto the mat. Rest the legs down. Let the arms rest down by your sides, or they can be on the belly, or one hand on the belly, the other on the heart. Softly close your eyes. And come back to your natural pattern of breath. Just observe whatever that looks like. Notice whether the breath is more in the belly or more in the chest. Notice the speed, depth. Notice even the temperature of your breath. Notice everything about it, almost like it's the first time you've ever noticed it before. Let the body sink into the mat. Soften the face. Let the body fully relax. Feel free to rest here in your Shavasana for as long as you need to. When you're ready, start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Bring little movements back into the body. And start to circle the ankles and the wrists. Rock the head from one side to the other. And whenever you're ready, roll yourself over to one side, bending the knees into a fetal position. And pause here. Take your last couple of breaths in this in-between space between your practice and the rest of your day. Allow the body to feel held for one last moment. And when you're ready, start to press yourself up to seated. Just coming into a comfortable position. The eyes can rest closed or you can blink them open too. And we'll end our practice today by taking 3 deep breaths all together. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth, breathe almost like a sigh. So take an exhale to prepare. Get rid of all the air from the lungs. And together, let's inhale. And let it out. Again. One more. Take the hands to heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.